brings us to the Sunshine State and Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This fielded right at the goal line. And they're going to have very poor field position as he's out of bounds at his 7-yard line.
That return, it will not be on the postseason highlight reel. If you're the offensive coordinator, you've just changed your play calling because you thought you might have some field to work with. Instead, now, you've got to call plays that won't make mistakes.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. They'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. Return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Man, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Cut 19!
Now Richardson back to throw it. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
65, 19 tight, 19 tight.
Now Richardson. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Trayvon Walker in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
3rd and long.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
69, Mustang 19.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jags force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
They'll get this out to Tootin. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter.
You ready to spin? You ready to spin? Gun. Think right.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
13, Luke.
Lawrence will throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Tommy Adebawore breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Drops it underneath for Tootin. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taken in at the 11. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, start off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit. I'll put some points on the board on this one.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because it...
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big play there for Indy. 54 yards.
First and 10 on the 13-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Looking for Gray and finding him once again. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 9.
Ready? 19 tight. Check 60. Check 60. 60 Maverick. 60.
Again, it's Richardson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and he's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Dragon 6, 8, Cougar 19.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. Touchdown, Colts. Danny Gray, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Colts get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
It's caught, and it's 8-0. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And, of course, this a critical game in regards to not just the division race, but playoff seeding as well. They are a game up, but a loss here could really muddy the waters.
And both of these teams want to clear things up about how they feel about each other and their standing in the league. Because these two teams, they've really been the cream of the crop in their division. So this game, it's been looming on both of their schedules.
1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. A quick throw here out to Brown. Down the left sideline. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 39 that time. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, I'm gun. 11. Hey, kill. Here we go.
Now Lawrence. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hunter. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Hey, Run! 30 left. Here we go.
Lawrence going to throw again. Now he's going to step up and run. Big loss here as he's taken down. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Lawrence. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
And brings up 3rd down.
13, Lou. 11, Agate.
Here's Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Hunter, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Jaguars are back within a couple of the lead. That's caught at the 2. And he'll get in to tie this game at 8. So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the shotgun, Richardson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Richardson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Let's go now. Trap 6, 7 box. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Richardson going on 4th down. And to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36.
Panther 11. Panther Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Buffalo 18.
And Richardson looks to throw once more. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Dragon 6, Panther 6.
Richardson. That's complete to Pierce. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
19, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 18 Rattler, 8.
And Richardson yet again. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jaguars force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched the playoff spot, but they know. Looking ahead, and they get it.
There he goes, left side. Off to the races, inside the 20. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good, and that'll make our score 15-8. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it.
This is caught at the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Indy. And even 60 yards.
He's already got 1 touchdown this first half already. That very nearly was a second. Defensively, they're going to have to figure something out because he's been able to outrun the defenders early and often so far.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
They'll run with Benson. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Buffalo 18.
Richardson looking to throw. For the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Richardson looking to throw this. Over the middle, and he's got Gray. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free.
Mustang 19. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 19 Lion.
Richardson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass from the 5 falls incomplete, and the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And some room to work. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Lawrence to throw. Looking long for Thomas. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Get it. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 19 sight, Warriors 7, 60, 18, Pioneer. Go.
Richardson out of the shotgun. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Danny Gray with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
I just grab a nugget when I can.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. I couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Take right open. 11. 11, again. Here we go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Hey, Soko.
On play action, Lawrence. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he's got it inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Brian Thomas, 62 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show them.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Kevin Byron, Buffalo 18.
Now Richardson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Richardson working from the gun. Lets one go downfield for Pierce. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
19, Bronco 80.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Richardson. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
24-yard gain on the play. First down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 79 Broncos.
Now Richardson back to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Let's go now. Come 19. 19.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Open man here is Benson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another 1st down.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Here we go. 7 Pirates, 60 go.
Here's Richardson to throw. To the sideline and incomplete.
Offense is moving it a little bit out back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Get it.
On 2nd and 10, Richardson. Here's Higgins out of the right side. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
18, 5 in. 70 Timberwolves. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 19 tight, 19 tight. Warriors 70.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Here we go. Packers 19 Lions. Dragons 60.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Going for it on 4th, Richardson. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. They'll get this out to Tootin. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And he'll run on the inside handoff. Now he's free at the 35. And down to the 27-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27.
24. Tomato. 11.
Now Lawrence changing the play.
Safe break. Here we go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week, an unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Lawrence. Oh, no, he lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Go. 11.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Now it's Richardson. Lets one go downfield for Pierce. He's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. And the Jags force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start this drive out on the ground. There he goes, right side. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Jags. Bashir Turton, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
11, again. 11.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big 4th quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd and 10.
go. 79. Dragons. 19.
From the shotgun, Richardson. Lets one go downfield for Pierce. This is caught at the 20. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big play there for Indy. 46 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
19 Lions. Trap 60. Trap.
Richardson. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Back to throw. Richardson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a fourth down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Buffalo 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Trey Benson, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Mustang 19.
For the 2-point conversion.
Richardson will throw for it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Rip 23. Son, that's what it's a hunt. Here we go, son.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. 20. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. An excellent gain, 35 yards. So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big time play for a short little pass.
Only a yard that time, second and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive
touchdown! Britton Strange, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are on their way to a sensational 13-0 start as they extend their lead here. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Richardson looking to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Richardson looking to throw this. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Again, it's Richardson. And he's got Pierce. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
That's another
18 rattlers.
First and 10 at the
Drop 60, drop 60. 79
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Richardson out of the shotgun. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try to get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here we go, here we go. Drop 6, 7, 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Warriors, 70.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Richardson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
He'll try and do this himself. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He'll try to do it himself. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Touchdown, Colts. Anthony Gould, 55 yards. And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. When you're trailing in the 4th quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
And the Jaguars are going to cover this one out. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Hey, run!
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
2nd and 7.
Let's go. Here we go.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Lawrence on the sneak. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge. Their D-line surge leading to 4th. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Here's 1st and 10.
60 Mavericks. That's tracking 6, 7 Pirates. Cowboy 80.
Richardson to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run. That is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
On the set.
Just over 50 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10.
Warriors 7, 19, Panthers 60.
Richardson. Now he's going to step up and run. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
70 Timberwolves. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Go.
Now Richardson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Buffalo 8. Let's go now. 19, 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Here's Richardson. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long.
Cut 19.
1st down. A gain of 30.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Jags, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, it's a rare misstep as they'll drop to 11-2 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL.